before we get there, we have something special for you. A show match between Zolki and Zavanoia with the Brawlhalla's newest legend, Orus. And for the first look at this gameplay, I have some new friends helping me out here on the desk, and that is Polly, Dara, and Walt. How are you folks feeling today? Polly, I know I see you're very much enjoying our crossover, our new Brawlhalla.
Well, I'm doing amazing. Of course, after the final 2v2 match that we were just able to see, no words. No words. Yeah,
well,
you gotta watch the stream back. If you weren't there, you weren't there. If you know, you know.
All right. And Dara, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. Yeah, no, twos was amazing. I do want to talk about like the new legend a little bit. The new legend looks super sick. The signatures, I'm getting like a little bit of like a Dusk vibe going on, especially that spear signature. Hopefully we'll get to see a little bit of that going. I'm excited to see the new legend. I'm excited to see the new kit. Walt, how are you feeling?
Yeah, what an incredible day of Brawlhalla it's already been, right? I mean, shout outs to Balloon Boy Moon here for taking twos. I'm excited to see ones, and let's talk about the new guy in town. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and take a look at this next Brawlhalla show match, showing off the newest Brawlhalla legend Orus versus Skulky versus Zavanoia.
And we're into it. Okay.
We're just going
let's just start.
2, 1, brawl!
I'm just trying to figure out who is who. Okay, so we got Zava, we got Skulky. Let's see what they got for us. Zava gonna be picking up the chakrams here, just feeling each other out for a second.
Got a ditto. Immediately a chakram ditto here.
So I'm interested in what you said, Polly, about the aerials being very important, especially for a twos format. Obviously, we're seeing 1v1s right now.
That sig is sick.
Oh, hold on. Wait a second. Is that just like a slide off into the D-Sig? Is that the chakram D-Sig?
I think I saw one of the signatures bounce off the wall earlier.
Oh, it's like a mixture of like orb downer and then like Val's D-Sig. You know,
Yeah,
like
so
that
that's
D-Sig.
like, you know, the entire line of sight thing.
What?
Hold on. Oh
Wait,
my
how-
God. Stop.
okay,
Twice already. Wow. Just able to go ahead and clean up that stock.
That's
That Sig
pretty
is
insane.
nasty.
That is a lot of reach too. That's pretty nuts.
Okay, we're seeing the spear kit right now. That down sig, it looked like down sig. That was kind of like Mirage's side sig almost, or sorry, N sig.
You know, they looked at orb downer and they said, what if we made a signature do that? What if we made an entire signature do that on Chakram?
Okay.
Okay, Zava not going to be able to make it back on.
Oh,
Chase dodge.
he's giving him a little bit. We got to test out a little bit more. I think what's going to be really interesting to me seeing just how much like verticality both weapons seem to cover, right? Like the signature kit seems really good at catching jumps. Like a lot of the spear kit is
there
really
we
good at
go.
this as well.
That's like I was talking about, like shades of dusk, right? Like with that spear.
Yeah, the N sig. Yeah.
Just tossing
100%.
flipping it like that.
Yeah, so the N sig is kind of like Dusk's N sig, and then you got the side sig or down sig, which is a lot like Mirage's, right?
Wait, this shoulder slam is like so sick too.
Yeah.
No, this is so cool. The chakram is almost like playing like a shield. Now, I actually haven't noticed what is the difference between the fused and the split chakram on the signatures. I haven't seen the difference yet.
Now, if I'm not stupid, I think I saw they were in split, and they used the signature, and the animation still shows fused. So I don't think they're different.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
wow.
That's it.
Okay, all right, cool.
Just going all the way out there, closing out that stock. Yeah, Zava,
Yeah,
by
you see,
the way.
it goes to fused whenever you use a signature, so it's going to be the same on split and fused.
So what I really like from a game design perspective, looking at this so far, is that it seems like a lot of the signatures cover like your cardinal directions, which is really nice. Like you can get your straight horizontal hits, you can cover jumps really easily. But the first stock that we got to see, it was like crazy 45-degree angles. So now you get like a weird mix in there. It's very interesting to me. I think this will be competitively like pretty well positioned. I'm excited to see that.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of potential in that Chakram D-Sig. That Chakram D-Sig, it seems like it's going to be able to do it all. I'm getting like also like Queen Nye's like D-Sig, Spear D-Sig, which is, you can probably use this across the stage and nobody's going to be able to punish you for it. And now you can also go off stage and it does that weird bouncy physics thing that they got going on.
Yeah, I would want to say like we keep on comparing the signatures to sigs we already know. That's one of the things I like about the Legend already. It's that it's not trying to do any insane gimmicks. It's very familiar. You know, it feels very Brawlhalla signature-like. The one I think looked the most fun was I think it's Chakram D-Sig, because I think I saw that one with a projectile bounce off the wall. That's sick.
As an orb
It's gonna set
player,
up
I
so
think I'm
many fun
ready
things.
to play Chakram. I think I'm
like
ready to make the next step.
Orb there, but 20 times larger and like twice as much reach.
3, 2,
I'm excited, man.
Here's something I'd like to see this game. In the trailer, I thought I saw that Spear and Sig, the one that hits on top and scoops you, I think it might have been an active input because I saw it send in 2 different directions.
Oh, interesting.
Oh,
Okay. Okay.
That's a two-parter. So whenever you hit the spikes on the spear down signature, it actually goes for a second one. Does that send 45 degrees downward? That would be insane.
Yeah, we're seeing the part 2, but this was yeah, you hit into the stage, so we'll have to wait and see if it comes back out again.
Sidelight, no down to follow-up. Skulky trying to go out there to the side sig, doesn't find it. Recovery gonna get stuffed out. Zava not gonna be able to get that scoop. Zava is fishing for you. Zava is looking for you.
Yeah, they're trying to find these signatures.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
look,
does,
that's gonna
it does.
spike.
You're right, you're right, you're right.
That's gonna spike downwards. That's going to be
That's
so
insane.
That's gonna be so insane.
You know, that reminds me of like the startup of like Azoth, like down sig. Like in this case, I think it just like immediately pops up, but then it just sends you down instead of up.
Yeah.
Wait, I think this character is like the Edgeguard master. This is insane. Like, you could just go underneath, go for
there's the
N6.
sig.
This is so nuts.
Dude, that one's so cool.
It's so height dependent. Each time that you go through the D-sig, right, it's just like doing something completely different relative to where you are to the stage.
I just gotta see, can we give a massive shout out to Zavanoya and Skulky? They knew this is a new legend. They're like, we understand the mission. We gotta sig as much as possible. Like,
We show off what we're
giving,
here for,
They're
man.
giving
Yeah.
us and all the players, the competitors, their viewers, they're giving us as much
Oh,
information as
yo,
possible.
what?
Okay. Okay.
Skulky getting so aggressive with it. What an amazing reversal off stage.
This is like fascinating to me because when chakrams were released too, like I remember so many of us were talking about the split chakrams being such a problem for like off the top KOs, right? Like the verticality that you get from it. But now we're seeing these like side to side opportunities,
Yep.
especially with that side signature. It's really wild.
Okay, Zavanoya, you're kind of trolling with that
Zava-
signature. I don't really know what you were thinking that was gonna hit.
He's feeling Skulky out. He's like, oh, whoa, 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 whoa!
Okay. My bad for doubting you, Zavanoya.
That's not the direction that I thought it'd send him in. That N-sig, that slide charge N-sig, that was pretty crazy though. Skulky looking to pick it up with the GC N-sig, doesn't
Oh.
find it. D-sig on the platform.
Oh!
Okay.
What was that?
Side sig?
That's so much range.
Yeah,
That's
that was
fire, bro. Oh my gosh.
Now, I'm telling you right now,
How-
you know, depending on how chakras...
Wait, look at this clip. Look all the way down there.
Yeah.
Oh, this is like this. The side-to-side possibilities are just so insane to me. Sorry, you were
Wow.
saying.
Huge. That's like a Loki side sig almost, you know, like you're just going all the way out there.
Yeah.
And just jumping after them. So pretty cool stuff. Now it's going to be 1-1, so they're giving us lots of games to go ahead and look at. But what I'm really noticing is I feel like a lot of these signatures, they don't feel like huge commitments. You're not, besides, I guess, the Chakram side sig, where you're charging in almost like a shield bash, it looks like. You can do most of these from like a pretty good distance from your opponent.
Now, the one thing I'm thinking about is a lot of the signatures are two-part, right? Which
Yes.
means that you actually cut down the amount of active frames by just throwing it out once by a lot, which is going to make it ever so slightly more difficult to use in 2v2. But I still think this is probably going to be a stronger legend in 2v2 than in 1v1. The 2v2 opportunities are so insane.
I'm still thinking about that Chakram D-sig. That is something that you can do behind your teammate. Why it goes up and diagonal down, and then your teammate's just there and chilling out. Also, that kind of a D-sig, that's something that you can do really well. The Spirit D-sig, that is. You can do that in front of your teammate, and then they could just be like backing up, waiting for somebody to punish you or something.
Yeah,
I guess the thing that I would like to see in one of these games to question something that you brought up about the two-parter is if we can just hit with the second part too, because there could be some opportunities for some twos like Sauce there also if you can only hit with the second part of the signature, or if the first part is like a mandatory requirement to get the second hit afterwards, which I don't really know if we saw a situation like that in the other games, you know?
Yeah, well, that's the problem. So, for example, with the spear, I think it's side sig where it becomes spikes, and then you go down.
Yeah.
The down part only shows if you hit the first part.
So you do have to get the first hit
Yeah,
first. Okay.
and that's
what it
why
looks. Okay.
When cutting down the amount of active frames, it's going to be even harder to hit those as finishers and setups in 2v2. But we are going to see what these guys are capable of in terms of the 1v1 side of things. So far, both of them are going kind of crazy on the chakrams. What was that? The N-sig?
That's the side sig, right? That's
Yeah,
the
I
side
think
sig
it is
to
a
be able
side
to
sig.
catch the landing.
That's the
with
side,
Chakram.
yeah. And that's the D-sig. Which one is the N-sig? That's the N-sig.
Wow.
We haven't seen that
Wow,
too much.
yeah.
Like Queen
This-
High Qatar N-sig, right? Like
Yeah,
that's pretty
except
similar.
a bit more like ever so slightly
I
sideways.
just feel like you can't jump against this character. Like so much of what this legend does catches jumps.
He just did an N-sig close to the ground. Can you charge that to go further up?
Oh,
that's
interesting.
wild.
Maybe it only goes up on activate, like if it actually hits somebody. We'll just have to see. Okay, D-light, double D-light. Nice. Skulky
Nice.
going
Dang.
all the way off the top, taking the stop with the helicopter. That's just classic Spear stuff.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, so that did answer it right away. But.
Both of them throwing it out at the same time. Yeah, also same with the side sig. Like you don't hit the side sig, you only get the first part where it's like a little stingray. No, it's a net. It's a net. Thought it looked like a stingray.
Zava right now trying to feel it out, thinking he could go for like side light into
Whoa.
the N-Sig.
Where you going?
Loki all the way off stage. Zava, what are you going to do about it? Gonna hit him with a recovery. Looking for that N-Sig. Zava, you fishing. You fishing, man.
I know it's an unspoken rule not to complain about balance when casting, but I feel like now it's justified. I gotta say, the hitbox on that N-Sig, they're gonna nerf that. It's so massive. You see how huge it is? Do you see that? It's like Arcadia's N-Sig, except the speed of Dusk.
Yeah, this is really crazy. I still just feel like the airspace is not safe against this new Legend, right? Like the jumps, if you're underneath this Legend, you're gonna be in trouble. That's going to be game 3.
That's what like Spear and Chakram already kind of do so well, you know? Like Spear especially, they love it when you jump in front of them because then they hit you with the D-Light or the side light, and so they have all of these extra tools to be able to make you suffer even more.
I'm pretty sure the N-Sig you can charge it to go further up. But because we saw it on 2 replays and once it didn't go all the way. Okay, I need this. I need Aurus in training mode right now.
Yeah.
I need to look at these. Hitboxes too.
It's like a super jump, right? You charge it up and then you go up super high. That's what it does. I'd let that thought go on a little bit too long. But yeah, no, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. And yeah, I do think you're right about Orus just being so good at punishing and catching jumps. That N-Sig, it's just Dusk Spear and Sig, except bigger and wider.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the thing, like you said, like the things that Spear and Chakram are already really good at, but just kind of like turned up to 11 now.
Yep.
I'm really excited to see what all the pros are going to be able to do with this once they get their hands on them. So
I feel like I haven't been able to see yet a showcase of perhaps like the active input potential on the N-Sig. Maybe I wasn't paying attention enough, but I did definitely see that in the trailer. I would like to see that applied to the game because that can be super scary if you're slide charging that and then you go for an N-Sig and then you get to choose, am I going to throw you against the stage? Am I going to just go ahead and send you off stage? I'm pretty sure that's what I saw. Guys, I don't know. They didn't tell me any of this stuff. We're figuring it out in real time.
Well, the other crazy thing is
psychology.
some of the signature kit doesn't even require slide charges either, right? Like the side signature just puts you off stage in certain positions, which is kind of nuts to me, right?
Just
like
has a lot of
you
reach.
just like repositioning potential. Like you can go to edge guard mode. You can get underneath the players, and it seems like when you're underneath this new Legend, you're probably not going to have a good time. So it looks really exciting.
Also, by the way, shout out to Zava and to Skulky. I feel like they just like picked up the Legend, but they're doing such an amazing job of just showcasing the signatures for us. So shout outs to our competitors on the screen. Oh yeah, by the way, that D-Sig is crazy. Look at the amount of space that covers. What?
No, I was deep in thought for a while. We've been talking a lot about everything that's good about this Legend in terms of why it's going to be a strong Legend to play. One thing that I'm thinking can be a little bit of a problem is, from what I'm seeing in 2v2, none of the signatures are really good setups.
Yeah.
Like they're all finishers.
You need, someone has to pass the ball to this Legend, it seems like, you know?
Yeah, no, like you can't follow up out of any of these because that sends down to a 45-degree angle. That's
Maybe
tricky to
Chakram
follow
side
up.
sig could be good though, right? Like if you send it right direction, but yeah, I'm with you that I feel like it's a bit situational.
It doesn't give enough time. You know, that's what you need for a
Yeah.
setup signature. They're so fast. They're just, you get hit and then kabam, you get thrown immediately.
I don't know. I'm still thinking about that Spear D-Sig. I feel like a lot of these signatures are really good if you have somebody like sandwiched. But you're right, there's not like a lot of signatures that hold somebody for a while.
There's no Tesca signatures right here, right? They don't have a single signature like that.
Listen, some Legends are passing the ball and some Legends are catching the ball. That's what it is when you play it in the 2-sport.
It reminds me a bit of Burina signatures, you know?
Zava has the good idea. He's dashing up a little bit too far to be able to connect that N-Sig. I think if he wants to go for like a side light or land with neutral, you just don't want to dash up too far after. Oh my gosh, is that going to be the pogo? Is that the edge
chase dodge, yeah.
Aw. That's nice.
Yeah, we want to see more of it. Come on.
All right, let's see. Skulky going all the way down to the bottom. Is that going to be a knockout? Yes, it is. Zavanoia will not be going out without a bang, though. That's going to be him taking his opponent with him.
Definitely seeing a lot of potential, though, with this kid.
Oh, it's a GC. Skulky couldn't find a side light, though. Zavanoia is kind of trolling on him right now. And light pushes him off. Sweat beats, no options. Oh,
you can't go over him. It's crazy.
What? But that's Skulky.
What are you doing? What are you doing? That's the TikTok brain right there. You gotta stop making content. You gotta get into training mode, man.
Oh
It's not about winning the game, man. It's about
making a statement. You gotta make a statement.
It's about winning the game, Dora.
For him, it's about securing the clip. That's
Oh
what we
my
do.
gosh.
He doesn't see Elo. He sees he sees the content.
I mean, he had it. Like, Zavo had sweat beads coming
Yeah,
out.
he won! He won that like 3 times and still SD'd.
He didn't even need to make it back onto the stage. He could have just waited. But, guys, he did it for us. He did it for the content. He did it for the viewers.